Stop scrolling for a second. Look at your screen time from last week. Now ask yourself, what did you actually build with those hours? If you're in your early 20s right now, you're sitting on the most valuable asset you'll ever own. And no, it's not your degree. It's not your talent. It's time. But here's the brutal truth: most of you are burning it. Day after day, scroll after scroll. I'll start tomorrow, after I'll start tomorrow, and the worst part, you don't even realize it's happening. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how you're wasting your 20s, and more importantly, how to stop before it's too late. Stay with me. This one might sting a little, but I promise it'll change everything. Let me tell you about my friend Rahul. Smart guy, engineering student. Always talked about starting a side project, learning to code properly, getting fit. But every evening, same story. Class is done, lunch with friends, back to the room, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Repeat, he told himself. He was relaxing, that he deserved it after a long day. 5 years later, Rahul's still in the same place. Same complaints, same dreams, zero progress. Here's what nobody tells you about your 20s. Comfort is a silent killer. Your brain loves routine. It craves the familiar. That's why you keep opening Instagram even when you're bored of it. That's why you watch one more episode when you should be sleeping. That's why you say later when you mean never. There's actual science behind this. It's called the dopamine loop. Every time you get a like, watch a funny video, or scroll through memes, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine. It feels good, so you do it again and again. But here's the problem. These activities give you pleasure without progress. You feel busy, you feel entertained, but you're not building anything in your 20s. They don't wait. What you need to do right now, track one day, just one. Write down every hour and what you did with it. Be honest, brutally honest. Then circle everything that doesn't move you forward. The mindless scrolling, the random YouTube binges, the group chats that go nowhere. That's your comfort trap. And the first step to escaping it is seeing it clearly. Here's something they don't teach you in college. Your brain is literally built to learn fast right now. Between 18 and 25, your prefrontal cortex is still developing. You're wired for growth, adaptation, skill building. This is your biological prime for learning. But after 25, it doesn't stop, but it slows down. Think about it. When you're 30, you'll have more responsibilities, maybe a full-time job, maybe a family, definitely less free time. Right now, even with classes and assignments, you have gaps, evenings, weekends, holidays. But instead of using them to build skills that compound: coding, writing, public speaking, fitness, most students waste them on things that disappear. I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm saying don't let fun be your default. Let me give you a real example to students. Same college, same branch. Student A spends his evenings watching web series and playing mobile games. Student B spends 90 minutes every evening learning Python through free YouTube tutorials. After 1 year, Student A has watched 47 seasons of different shows. Cool conversations, zero skills. Student B has built 3 projects, contributed to open source, and landed a remote internship. Same 365 days, completely different lives. Here's your move. Pick one skill, just one, not 5, not 10, one. Something that'll matter in 5 years. Could be coding, video editing, writing, communication, fitness. Commit 60 minutes a day to it. No negotiations, no excuses. In 1 year, you'll be in the top 5% of people your age in that skill. In 2 years, you'll be dangerous, but only if you start now. Let's talk about something nobody wants to admit. You're comparing yourself to people on Instagram who are lying. That classmate who seems to have it all figured out. They're faking half of it. That influencer with the perfect life. You're seeing the highlight reel, not the breakdowns at 2 a.m. But here's what comparison does to you. It paralyzes you. You see someone ahead and think, what's the point? I'm already too late. You see someone behind and think, I'm doing fine. No need to push harder. Both are traps. Psychologists call this social comparison theory. And in the age of social media, it's destroying an entire generation's potential. Because here's the truth. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. That's it. That's the game, not your roommate who got placed at Google, not the topper in your class, not the guy with 10,000 followers. Are you better than you were last week, last month, last year? If yes, you're winning. If no, stop scrolling and start working. I'll tell you what changed for me. I deleted Instagram for 60 days. Cold turkey, first week. I felt like I was missing out. FOMO was real. But by week 3, something shifted. I stopped caring what others were doing. I had mental space again. I started focusing on my own stuff. And in those 60 days, I made more progress than the previous 6 months combined. Your action step. Take a 7-day break from Instagram, Twitter, or whatever platform drains you the most. Delete the app. not just log out. Delete it. Use that time to build something. Read, exercise, learn. After 7 days, ask yourself, did I miss anything important? The answer will shock you. This one's going to hurt, but you need to hear it. Your friends are either lifting you up or pulling you down. There's no neutral. Look at your closest 5 friends. Are they pushing you to be better, challenging you, holding you accountable? Or are they the ones who say, chill bro, we'll start tomorrow every single time? Jim Rohn said, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And in your 20s, this hits different because right now your environment is shaping your habits. Your habits are shaping your future. If your crew's idea of a good time is just smoking up, binge watching shows, and complaining about college, guess what you'll become? I'm not saying dump your friends. I'm saying be intentional. Spend more time with people who are building something, who read books, who have goals, who make you feel like you're falling behind in a good way. Here's a real pattern I've noticed. Students who hang out in the library or study groups, even if they're not studying the whole time, perform better. Why? Because the environment creates accountability. The people around them are working. So they work to dot students who hang out in the canteen or hostel common room all day. They stay stuck, same campus, different circles, different outcomes. What to do today? Audit your friendships. Write down who you spend the most time with. Next to each name, right, lifts me up or pulls me down. Then adjust, slowly, respectfully. Spend more time with the lifters, less with the pullers. You don't need to burn bridges, just build better ones. Let's get real for a second. When's the last time you ate a proper meal? Not Maggi at midnight, not canteen junk, a real meal. When's the last time you exercised? Not walking to class, actual exercise. When's the last time you slept 7 hours without your phone next to your face? I know. You're young. You feel invincible. But here's what's happening behind the scenes. Every all-nighter you pull, you're killing brain cells you won't get back. Every junk meal you eat, you're programming your body for disease later. Every hour you sit staring at screens, you're weakening your posture, your eyes, your energy. And the cruel part, you won't feel it now. You'll feel it at 30, at 35, when it's way harder to fix. Your 20s aren't just for building your career, they're for building your body and mind. Because guess what? If you burn out at 28, all that hard work means nothing. There's a study from Stanford that found students who sleep less than 6 hours perform worse academically than those who sleep 7 to 8 hours. Not just a little worse, significantly worse. Another study showed that just 20 minutes of exercise improves focus and memory for up to 2 hours afterward. You're literally sabotaging yourself by ignoring your health. Here's your simple health system. Morning, 10 minutes of movement, push-ups, jumping jacks, yoga, anything. Afternoon, 1 real meal, protein, veggies, carbs, not just carbs. Evening, 20-minute walk, no phone, just walk. Night, phone off 30 minutes before bed. Eat something instead, that's it. For small things do. This for 30 days and you'll feel like a different person. More energy, better focus, clearer mind. Your future self will thank you. Here's the secret nobody tells you. You don't need to be the best at one thing. You need to be good at multiple things. Let me explain. Being a great coder, that's valuable. Being a great coder who can also write well, that's rare. Being a great coder who can write well and speak confidently in front of people, that's a unicorn. And it's how ordinary students become extraordinary professionals. Most people try to be the best at one skill. They compete with thousands of others. But if you combine 3 or 4 skills, you create a unique combination that almost nobody has. Example, you're decent at graphic design. Not the best, but decent. You're also good at marketing, and you can write engaging captions. Suddenly, you're the perfect freelancer for small businesses because you can design their posts, write their copy, and market their brand. One person, full package. See how that works? Here's your game plan. List 3 skills that work well together. For tech students, coding plus communication plus understanding business. For commerce students, finance plus Excel plus data visualization. For arts students, writing plus video editing plus social media strategy. Pick your combination. Then spend your 20s building all 3. You don't need to master them, just get good enough. In 5 years, you'll be unemployable because you'll be too busy getting opportunities thrown at you. Look, I get it. Your 20s are confusing. You're supposed to figure out your career, your relationships, your identity, all while dealing with broke bank accounts and constant pressure. It's a lot, but here's what I need you to understand. Every day you wait, someone else is starting. Every hour you waste, someone else is building. And 5 years from now, you'll either thank yourself for starting today or regret that you didn't. Your 20s aren't a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is your shot. So stop scrolling. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Pick one thing from this video. Just one, and do it. Today, not tomorrow. Today, if this hit home, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more no BS advice for students. And drop a comment telling me which section hit you the hardest. Let's build something great together. See you in the next one.